In this year of 2018, a large portion of the big AAA games have some sort of DLC, whether it's microtransactions or huge expansion packs of content and new stuff to do. Some of the time, DLC is done correctly. Other times, not so much. And today, we'll be talking about the concept of DLC in Pokemon games. Yes, today we'll be talking about if DLC could ever appear in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which is coming out later this year, and also at the end we'll be also talking about what it would be like if it appeared in Pokemon Gen 9 coming in 2019. Someday in 2019, we don't know exactly when, or we know that it's coming in 2019. So, let's go straight into talking about Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. And if you haven't seen my previous video on Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, you know that I can't use any like trailer footage and stuff like that for the game because of last time I tried, the video got banned by Pokemon immediately. So static images it is then. So let's talk about this. Nintendo has definitely experimented with DLC in the past, and the main ones they released is the expansion pass for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, I haven't played this myself. I did play Breath of the Wild, but not the expansion pass. But people have been overall saying that it has been a really, really good piece of DLC because it added everything from just like some basic items to lots of new dungeons to plenty of new story, and the price apparently was really good as well for like the amount of hours you get, which, you know, for like an open world game like Zelda is really, really important. So of course, it's clear that Nintendo can do this thing really well and make it that it doesn't feel like it's with content ripped from the game or content that's overpriced. No, clearly this has set really well with the fans and it hasn't really upset anyone, which is, you know, what DLC should do. It shouldn't like make people angry and fear for the series that they love. No, it should improve the series, and it looks like Nintendo have been able to do that with the expansion pass for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, what would exactly be in an expansion pass or just like some DLC in a Pokemon game? One thing that will definitely not appear, in my opinion, in any DLC for Pokemon ever is Pokemon, just new Pokemon, like behind a paywall. Lots of people are fearing that, but I can't see that being a reality. I don't know, into my eyes, Nintendo aren't EA enough to pull something like that off. But I think some stuff that could be in some DLC for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, for example, would be extra missions. Now, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee is set in the Kanto region, so a region that we've seen plenty of times before, but it definitely seems to be focused on, you know, fleshing out the region, making it seem beautiful and 3D, and the way we never seen it before. And I think one way to make us re-experience Kanto would be through additional stories, and I think that could be some great material for some DLC, you know, maybe add some additional areas, or just complete new missions and battles and like battle systems, maybe just like a complete new setup and new gyms. I think that would be all really fun, maybe some like secret underground gyms or whatever, and I think that would be all really, really awesome, just kind of you know, flesh out the Kanto region, which is definitely what they seem to be focused on Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. But that's something that, you know, could happen, but will it happen for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? I don't think there will be DLC, but for Pokemon 2019, I believe there is a good chance we may get some kind of DLC for the game. It's going to, you know, the Switch, so a platform that has been built with so many games with DLC in mind. Like the eShop is well equipped and well designed to handle microtransactions and stuff like that, which, you know, is good. a good UI for that and a good system for handling that is really essential. So yeah, I don't really see Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee having enough material for enough potential, I would say, for DLC, and I don't think that kind of game would be suited for DLC simply because it's more of a remake. But for Pokemon 2019, I can definitely see DLC being a thing. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be, I don't know, but it definitely seems like it could be possible. And in that DLC, you'll probably get things like more stories, more missions, probably like entire new areas, probably since it is a new region we don't know yet. Pokemon still I can't see being locked by paywalls, but maybe some evolutions could be, because I think it could be really cool if it's done correctly, that is, if some kind of mission to get some kind of like evolution stone for a specific Pokemon was the next in DLC. If that is done correctly, and if it's cheap enough, I can definitely get behind that, because that'd be really fun, especially if the quest itself is like huge, extensive, and epic looking. That could be lots and lots of fun, but it has to be done correctly, and I think Nintendo definitely is able to do it correctly, seeing how well they handled the expansion pass in Breath of the Wild. They can definitely handle DLC correctly, so I don't know, Pokemon's such a weird franchise, because so many people love it, and it can be really just easily broken, and something about it can be just very easily ruined, because there's just so many parts to it. But I don't know, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on what you think about DLC coming to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, or Pokemon not Pokemon Let's Go 2019, Pokemon 2019. And for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone, goodbye.